What's up, everybody? How's it going? And welcome to this episode of Rant, Quarantine Edition. This is going to be a weird one because it's just all kinds of stuff everywhere shoved into one, because it's a little bit of a snapshot of what's been going on during this time of being quarantined. Please stay safe. And yeah, Ian's bringing his car around because we did some things. You would still have a Mr. Tire shirt.
I have a lot of old uniforms.
Y'all remember this? We got this almost a year ago today, actually.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 1 year of RAV4 in my life, and I am not exactly upset at it. It's been a workhorse and a beast, and
I mean, it's all the 4G around.
it's hauled a 4G. All the components that we've had for that 4G, it hauled
428.
yeah, it hauled my engine for the Eclipse. This thing is practically a truck, even if it's a car frame. What we've been doing in our spare time with Rona. He's not wrong. Because we have practically done nothing but game out because we couldn't leave. There's a scare that one of our relatives here in the house may have contracted coronavirus, so we were doubly stuck in the house, having to self-isolate, which is such a harsh term to say when you really think about it. And then I've also got a stomach condition, so it's not been fun when the condition flares up because I can't eat like I normally do, and it causes my whole internal balance to go haywire. But we have been doing a lot of coffee things because we're heavy coffee drinkers in the house. I know I'm saying that right after saying stomach problems. No, they're not related. One is an autoimmune disease, the other one is not. The coffee is not an autoimmune disease. I've actually drank less coffee than I have been, believe it or not. So there's that. But, Ian, what's that thing hiding up on the shelf? Is that 4G 240 things?
I don't know what you're talking about.
For you who have been with the channel a long time, you recognize exactly what this is. This is the old turbo off of Rika. We're going to transplant this, at least the cold side. We're going to figure out the hot side. If we don't need to use this hot side and get a different hot side, we're going to. Otherwise, we have some ideas in mind. But this is going to actually end up on his 240.
I'm going to put this down here for now.
On his Evo block. There's a lot of parts that we need to get for that project still, and we're very excited to get those. But we're still waiting on our trunk bucks. Trunk bucks?
Well, I hate to say it, but mine's going to have to do with actually fixing my 240.
Yeah, he needs his brakes so that he can actually drive the thing. But then whatever is left, we need
much.
valves. I need
insurance. I need a new license.
But, you know. The point is we haven't forgot about the project. For those of you thinking that we have not. Hence why we have my old turbo from Moore. But, yeah, we're getting there. To catch up on where everyone else has been, what everyone else has been up to, and things like that. Most of the crew is in good shape, for what we know. They've been hunkered down, dealing with the quarantine stuff themselves. We have a group chat going where we all kind of talk and communicate with each other what's up. And share memes and talk about how ridiculous some of the rules with the quarantine might feel like at times. But for the most part, people are doing alright. Chris is trying to get out of his Volkswagen and his exploding truck, which I don't blame him for, because at this stage of the game, he just needs something that works. I think Ian can agree with me on that one, because we tried to change his lights here at my house, and it turns out he had the completely wrong set of lights because R32 things. Volkswagen R32 things, not GTR. If you had a GTR, you would never be letting that go or be selling that. No, we would personally murder him ourselves. And I realize as I say this, probably just got demonetized. So yay! This is what a commercial like pops over right now. You know what I'm saying?
So we just get that part out. You leave this conversation in. So like, what is he talking about?
What are they talking about?
There are lots of things.
Yes, murder.
After much ado, we're also getting the Evo build for the 240 moved to my place. That way we could work on it here. Good old pistons. These are actually still in pretty good shape. I mean, yes, they got some crud from use, but I mean, yeah, you know, little hot tank, little check, doesn't hurt nobody.
These are the big boy rods.
Yeah, let's see. These will be what goes on. Let me take out the plastic. There we go. These will be what go on the thing. Look at that brass fittings. This is the final form. Good old I-beam rods. Oh, those are gonna be really good.
Honestly, I'm looking at it like this.
We'll put them on because I didn't realize that's exactly what those were. Because those will probably sell if anyone needs Evo rods. Or maybe I do. I don't know. I haven't decided that yet. That's a secret project we don't talk about yet. So, either way, that's the start. Did you forget how heavy it was?
Well, a little bit. I've also atrophied over time.
Quarantine's not been kind to us, has it? Well, the main thing is that our 4G63 is now sitting in the corner all sad and lonely. Now we got to do all the fun parts. But I mean, that's going to be easy for us to set up here. That's just why I wanted to see this move here. Because we can just sit and put most of this together. Certain things we'll need to call in some engine friends to do. But otherwise, like putting stuff in the head, we can do that ourselves. However, getting the pistons all balanced out and figured out, that's a different story. Getting oil pumps and water pumps and all that put back onto this block, that's not going to be hard. But getting timing set, we'll need a stand for that so we can actually, like, you know, get things put together, get the flywheel and clutch put on it, all that jazz. But we can do all that right here. We have the space for it. I'm pretty sure my dad would be cool with it because we already did it once and the only spot on the floor is actually one that compounded from his car. Don't mind me, I'm finishing up a peanut butter and Nutella toasted bagel sandwich. If you're a woke boy, you know about this. But a few days ago, we had Ian drive back to his place and bring back our Evo block. As you can hear right now, he's getting ready to back up the car so we can try and put the Evo block back into his car to take it to a machine shop, because now it's time for us to finally get the block ported, get it polished, get it cleaned up, set up real nice, and start putting this thing together. Because while I've got all this downtime with the quarantine stuff, we're going to try and bolt it all together. And thank you, Trump bucks, because it's really helping pay for this build to go forward. Are you ready for this?
Been ready.
Been ready, he says. About as enthusiastic as a dying kitten. When was the last time we saw the inside of this trunk? Man. Sometimes I miss this car, and then I remember it's in the hands of a good person. So, I know she's being taken care of. But the key thing is that we have pistons up there, which will get the rods put on it. And then we've got our engine block and head sitting in this corner, being covered and draped by multiple items. So we're just now leaving the machine shop. Evan's a very good dude. We will plug his stuff in the description down below. He had a lot of nice rides there. Like, there is a Gran Torino sitting right out front, which was beautiful, gorgeous blue. And then you look, and then he's got a 2002 Turbo sitting on the left side of his little lot there. Yeah. We didn't want to film because we don't have that kind of relationship with him yet, but we would love to develop it because there's going to be a lot of projects that we're probably going to take to him to have everything just kind of spot check, cleaned up, and everything else. This is going to be a fun adventure, and we're very excited for it. We're going to be getting that block back by the beginning parts of next week, according to Evan, and we're going to start building that 4G, man. Now we finally got the hard part of the job done.
Finally.
We're now doing the fun part of the job. Well, aside from getting a crank and a flywheel, but that's a different story for another episode. Guys, all in all, we have made so much progress on the 240 Evo swap, and while this was in fact a quarantine edition and it had several days of footage compiled together into one video, I hope you guys found it relaxing and honestly a nice little distraction from all of the crazy stuff that's going on in the world right now. There are people that we know, family members on my brother's side, family members in my family, that have been dealing with the effects of the coronavirus and we understand that it's a big struggle, and we don't want to diminish that at all when we make this video, but in reality, we just want to provide a light to anyone who's in the midst of it. You know, we want you to know that there are people out there that care, and you're not alone in your struggle. Like I said in the video, there was a few days where my family and I were nervous if we were to be fully quarantined because of exposure. And there are some people who are living right now with the reality that some of their family members have had their families affected by being infected. It's just, you know, we want to be that light. You know, it's what we're called to be. It's what God would want us to do. And so I hope that this video, even though it was meant to be kind of fun and lightly satirical maybe, just, you know, people can still do the things that they want to do and aspire to do. You just have to find new ways to do it. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. I know it's a bit of a meme, but it's really true in the situations that we're facing right now, and with the reality that the world is not going back to the way it was before. I mean, what better way to send out an encouraging message like that than to show it, show us trying to do it. But with that said, let us know how you guys have been doing. How have you been handling quarantine? What have you been up to? With that, we'll see you guys next time. God bless y'all, and peace.